Hi everyone, welcome back to another STAR program where stories and art collide. I'm Miss Gail, I'm with Red Bank Public Library, and I'm so glad you're here. We're going to have a lot of fun. Happy St. Patrick's Day. We're going to make a really cute leprechaun wall hanging. And the book that I wanted to share with you that inspired this craft is called That's What Leprechauns Do by E. Bunting. It's really cute little story and just wonderful illustrations. So let's get started on our project. The supplies you'll need to make the leprechaun would be straws, X-Acto knife, scissors, the regular things, glue, pencils, that sort of thing. But you also want to have a white poster board, something with a little bit of glitter and pizzazz, like the green glitter sheet that you see in the background there, black construction paper for the hat, cotton balls and pom-poms, and 2 gold pipe cleaners. Also, you'll need a something gold or shimmery for the buckle of the hat. Okay, grab something that's round, something about 5 inches in diameter. As you can see, I'm just using a plastic lid. And draw that on the white poster board. You're also going to want to draw that on a scrap sheet of paper too. This will help you make the template for the leprechaun's hat. After you draw the circle, you're going to want to find the center point and you're going to mark that. You're going to be putting the nose for the leprechaun a little bit below the center point, so it's good to mark that out now. Okay, we're going to draw the template for the brim of the hat, and you'll see here it looks, whoops, when it comes back into view here, it looks a little bit like a canoe. Or a funny sea, but you're just going to draw the shape so you can have it look like it's actually sitting on the leprechaun's head. The hat is about 5 by 6, 5 inches wide, 6 inches tall. And when you're cutting it out, you don't have to make it exact. It's good to have a little wiggle to it because you want the hat to look like it's been worn quite a bit. Now we're going to make the brim to the hat. Get your scrap paper with the other circle on it, and you're going to draw a brim that comes out about 1 inch from the sides of the circle. Basically looks like a sea or a canoe. So use that as your guide and cut it out. And it doesn't have to be perfect because remember, there'll be the leprechaun's hair will cover up most of the mistakes that we make. Okay, alrighty, give that a try. Once you finish making the brim for your hat, you can go ahead and discard that template. Okay, let's give this leprechaun's hat a little pizzazz. I have self-adhesive green glitter sheet. You can use green construction paper or anything that you would like. Just going to make a band of it going across the width of the hat, so it's about 6 inches wide, maybe 1.5 inches to 2 inches high. Then you can mark out the center part of it, and that's where you'll put the buckle embellishment. The gold buckle for the center of the band is gold contact paper. It's self-adhesive. I simply measured out about 2.5 inches and just trimmed out a center to create a rectangle when you opened it up, and peeled it off, the backing off, and put it right on the band. So you can use any kind of material for that. Anything's going to look super. Let's give this leprechaun red hair. 10 small pom-poms should do it, but then I decided to cut them in half. I think it looks a little bit more hair-like. For the eyes, just grab a piece of black construction paper. You want to fold it in half, draw a low, flat triangle, and cut it down to the size that works best for the face that you're trying to create. Mine was just a little bit under 2 inches. Then you're going to put them off to the side because we'll glue them onto the face in a little bit. The next step is the yarn for the beard and the mustache. I'm using an 18-inch steel ruler. I wrap the orange yarn tightly around it about 30 times, and it comes in about 10 yards. Let's unravel a little bit of fun. Snip one end of the strands. You'll have about 36 inches in length. And we need to unravel the yarn so we can have a bit of fluffier texture, and a little bit more goes a long way. So get something to weigh down one end. I'm using a binder clip, which was just perfect. So I attached the clip to one end. I separated the other end by using the end of a paper clip, and then lifted it up and let the weight of the clip do the unraveling. Created 2 little balls of yarn and went on to the next. So you continued going through that big pile of yarn. It does take a few minutes or so, but it's a lot of fun. Now that that big pile of yarn has been successfully unraveled, we need to straighten out all those little balls of yarn that you just made. So grab a paper clip or something to weigh down one end, let it drop out of your hand, let gravity do the work, and before you know it, you'll have all the strings lined up nice and neat, ready for cutting. We're going to cut each yarn in 5 or 6 inch segments. take one of the longer strands, unravel it, and you're going to tie off the end of the clump of strings that you just made. There's probably about 25 to 30 strings in a clump. Tie off the end, double knot it, and you'll be making 3 more of these for a total of 4 to finish the beard. You'll make a larger one about 8 inches long with about 20 or so strands in it for the mustache. Let's give our little leprechaun a beard and a mustache. Grab your hot glue gun, put a big puddle right about where you marked out his nose earlier, and just add your clumps of yarn. You'll put 4 around the nose, and then on top of that, you'll place the longer strands of yarn to create the mustache. Add the eyes and fill in any of the gaps between the hat brim and the mustache with more pom-poms. Put the little leprechaun off to the side. We're now going to make the frame for your wall hanging. You're going to use your straws and you slice them down the middle with an X-Acto knife. Depending on the length of the straws and the size of the poster board you decided to work with will help determine how long the frame is actually going to be. Slice down the center with the X-Acto knife, wiggling it back and forth a little bit to create a bit of a gap. And then the next step you'll do is just slide it over the poster board. You might want to put some hot glue on the back of your frame to help keep it secure to the paper, but I don't think I really needed to do that, and you probably wouldn't either. Time to add a little shamrock to the hat. I cut out 3 little hearts using that glitter self-adhesive paper and simply cut them out and stuck it right on the hat. Turn over your leprechaun, and we're going to work on the back now. Grab the 2 pipe cleaners, twist the ends together so you create one long one. Then you're going to hot glue them to the back about an inch or so from the sides, and that will create your little hook so you can proudly display your cute little leprechaun. Give your little leprechaun a bit of a trim if you think he needs it. All you have to do is add his nose with a little bit of hot glue and have a great St. Patrick's Day. Thanks for watching and keep on reading.